I call giving a sacrifice. You cannot please a spirit without sacrifice. And they want to attach a lot of theories to giving. Of course, there are swindlers, there are people who are manipulating people through giving. But it is very clear that you can never please a spirit without sacrifice. It was first done by Abel in the Bible. When he sacrificed, God was pleased and his prayers went to heaven. So honoring God with our resources is a form of sacrifice. If you look at in the book of Luke, chapter 21, the offering of a poor widow, she gave all what she had. That was a sacrifice. It was a higher level of sacrifice. And Jesus commended her giving and said, this is the one who has given more. So giving is about what you sacrifice.
And we have done that since 2012, when we're still, before we came to the present place where we are. Because even the present church where we are now, currently, it is as a result of those fundraising aimed at meeting two core needs of a follower and the community: spiritual nourishment and ensuring the welfare of the followers of Christ.
We are investing our treasures in heaven. That's what the Bible says in Matthew 6:19, that treasure, a man's heart is where his treasure is. If you want to see a man, you look at his treasure. If a man treasures money, that is where, if you want to touch him, you touch his money. Because once you have treasured heaven, you can give anything to heaven. So demons cannot give you temptations of money, give you temptations around just because you treasure worldly things. So it also defines where our treasure is. What you treasure should be kept in heaven. That's the most precious thing.
Church is at least at 70% complete.
Ekanisa lo bale na 70% naona.
Kanisa hili samu kuchikopi okubwa. And I'm going also to go through my friends.
Alosimoda etoro nesika papero.
Yana ngera kwita mikwano jange. They should contribute. Because if you're my friend and your true friend, I must command you to do something. His wife knows how we command. And you're also free to command me as long as I'm your friend. So I'm going to command my friends.
But is that good?
I'm now in the name of this church.
And giving to the Lord means giving for the Lord's work. It means giving to the poor. It means supporting the vulnerable. That is what giving to the Lord means. It does not mean that we look for God, then we chatter using God's embassy, then we arrive in heaven. No. The Bible says if you cannot help your brother whom you are seeing? How will you help God who is not seen?
We had Frank Mwesje from Liantonde, who was our guest of honor, who inspired us. And as a committee, we inspired us as a church to mobilize resources for construction of churches and also meeting the welfare of our needs. The fundraising on my side, I say it was well organized. Thanks to my members of the team, the development committee, and also our guest of honor who came. It was well attended with over 200 people who joined us in the fundraising.
And we should give generously. The problem is people give and they go and think about what they are giving. I have spent my money in church. They go and meditate on that. The wife attacks the husband. Why did you give all that money? The husband attacks the wife. The children get angry. So, now my message to the people, they should give and give generously with a willing heart. No one should coerce you to give. No one should force you or tantalize you. There are people who want to be put upside down in order for them to remove their money to give. That's a wastage of time. You will never get anything from the Lord. Giving also does not mean you don't take care of your responsibilities. When you give, you should also take care of your responsibilities. You have responsibilities to take care of your family, your children. You should. That is also another form of giving, because the Bible says in Timothy, if you cannot take care of your own relatives, you are worse than an unbeliever.
All the forces, but I'm going to start with the leaders. Okay? So what we did was just a warm-up. So if you gave, if I gave you the order, it's up to you.
So thank you very much.